Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about parries in the context of invasions, and this is my new O'Neill Pours build, which I made based off Saint Riot's build, which is basically the same except a few different armor pieces. But anyway, so I pass over here. This guy immediately goes for this, so I just step back, take a moment to buff, and you can see I have a medium shield. Basically, the reason I prefer medium shields for parry is even though it's harder to parry with it, people don't expect you to parry with a medium shield because of that. So I noticed he goes for the rolling attack, so I take out my medium shield. I'm out of stamina here, so I just stop to see what this guy does. He rolls in, so I take the parry, and goodbye. So with medium shields, as I said, people don't expect you to parry, so a lot of them actually will fall for a lot of basic tactics such as what do you call this? Such as barger bomb baits and things, which generally, if you had like a small leather shield, they generally wouldn't fall for it. Alright, so this is another invasion. I put this just because I thought it'd be a cool transition, but it's way too long. So anyway, actually not invasion, I spawned as a wave of blue. So three things I noticed. First, there's a summon which left. Second, the host is very low. And third, oh my god, get me out of there, there was an enemy there. So I just ran the hell away. I would have used the Leering Skulls, but anyway, so I noticed this guy over here, so I just started, beating him up. I go for the parry here, but I don't get it because it was a bit too late. I switch to the Cestus here just cause. So I get the wake up parry. I get a partial, but it's still parries, so I take it. And basically, the wake up parry is if you both get stunned, if one of you presses parry, you'll parry the other guy. So once again, I take the parry, and he is dead. I use the Estus both to, heal and as bait for him to come in and try to attack. And the host points down because he's a nice person. And then he uses Joy, which is a bit weird. Yeah. Anyway, this one is a bit of a longer invasion. I actually invaded these guys before. You might have saw that in my toxicity video, but anyway. So over here, obviously I noticed that guy is dead. And Tucker. Basically, that was his, so I noticed two people there. I'm not sure if there's a third, because last time there were three. Just give them a little hey. And I'm just slowly approaching. It doesn't look like there's a third one, so yeah. I just say hi. They're just sort of standing there. So, anyway, this guy buffs his weapon, so I know they aren't gonna be friendly. I don't know why I did that, but who cares? I was gonna put on a Green Blossom, but I didn't need it because I have the Fluentity Ring. So yeah. Anyway, I just slowly head over here. I'm a bit wary of plunge attacks from here. I'm not sure. So that guy was a bit too far, and his weapon is too slow for ambushes like that. So yeah. And anyway, so now I'm just sort of pressuring them with a fly. Shows you. Plus, one of them has a fire buff, which, wrecks these people. But anyway, I'm just, slowly just keeping my ground. I'm not trying to be too aggressive. I managed to block that, god thanks. Anyway, so I'm just sort of hitting both of them a little bit. And this guy didn't bring a torch, so I don't think he knows that you can use a torch to, stop him. And I don't want to use a firebomb against him because, they'll cancel that, and that's a lot. I thought he would have gone for the rolling attack there, so I went for the parry, but alas, it didn't come. He just bled out, so I'm pretty sure he's definitely noticed it, but he just doesn't know how to stop it. Yeah, anyway. So, he goes for that, I trade. I go for this, but for some reason I didn't get it. I guess his thing had more hit stun or whatever. But anyway, so one thing I noticed is obviously this host is a bit of a newbie, as well as this, Phantom, but mainly the host, because he's using a greatsword, ultra greatsword that might have been, I'm not sure, one-handed, which in itself is a newbie thing. I just sit here and taunt them a little bit. I thought he was going to throw something, so I was a bit scared. But anyway, I'm just peppering them a little bit, because the thing is run out anyway, so. I take my first sip of Estus, and I don't know what this guy is doing. He's just standing there like a ding-dong, so. And the host also goes for a lot of R2s, which is technically smart, but it's way too slow for me to get caught in it. And yeah. So now I'm just sort of you know, trying to remind them, hey, I'm here. You can't just run off and, you know, kill people like that. I don't know what the host was doing, so I just sort of, I would have gone for that, but I don't know. I didn't feel like it, or I was distracted, or I was being dumb or something. So once again, that was a bad throw anyway, but he dodged, so yeah. And now he just, for some reason, he runs. I think he wanted to trick me, but it didn't work. I tried to catch when this guy comes in, like a hero. So yeah. And he tries to backstab. That's a second indication that he's a newer player, because he knows that, he doesn't know that latency doesn't care about backstabs. So anyway, I back up, because last time this guy disconnected, so I wanted to show him, hey, all invaders that aren't mean, I'm going to be nice and stuff. So he just sort of stopped. Anyway, this area is emptied out, so I'm dropping him some stuff. Basically just dropping that. And then over here, I'm thinking about whether I should Black Crystal or if I should just, you know, fight him. So here I was just, you know, doing some gestures, looking for my Black Crystal. I don't know why I couldn't find it, because I was being retarded. Now I can see it. I know it's like on the bottom, as you can see right there. I literally had my mouse over it, but I don't know what happened. I see that the host is kind of approaching me. I don't know if, and then I see the bow, so I say, okay, yeah, here, let's fight. Give him another bow in my favor, and as you can see, my thing is already on bombs. And I'm pretty sure even this host wouldn't have, like, fallen for the Barker bomb bait if I had a small leather shield or something, for example. But first he rolls back. Then I didn't think that this thing had that much range, but I take it, and goodbye. That felt good, but it was, like, for anyone who does parries, they know that those types of things are pretty simple. Give him a bow, and he didn't disconnect to show. It goes to show if you be nice to them, they won't be jerks to you sometimes. Depends. Yeah. Okay, so now this next invasion, it happened in the Cathedral. Yeah, this one. And we're right in the action. I was afraid that he was going to attack there, so I panic rolled out of there. But they don't seem to really care. This guy is very enthusiastic. Dark Soul, okay? And yeah. And he's attacking me, and I'm stuck in a corner, so get me out of there. And yeah, so now I just sort of walk away, walk slowly, casually. I go this way because I forgot. I get lost in this area a lot. And so this guy, he's pretty much alone, so I'm going ahead and, you know, taking him out. Yeah, so I'm just sort of pressuring him, and he goes into the wrong corner, this was a terrible idea. So now I just give him some straight sword hell, and I back up a little bit because I want to let him heal, and also I was afraid of the exile. But he just rolls off the thing, so that was great. I took a second to realize that, and I go looking for the host. First I head back to the bonfire, because what good host wouldn't just run back to the bonfire? I had a little low expectations, you'll have to say. I switched quickly to that because I realized that I don't have my charms on. I'm thinking this guy might be assisting a lot, but I look around for a bit, and I take my time because I don't want to miss him, but he's not there, so I run back out. And I'm thinking, okay, where could this guy be? So I head back up. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he went, you know, he went ahead in the level while I was fighting Ice Army or whatever. So yeah, and there's a shortcut in this area if you go further ahead, which will take you back to the bonfire. I think he probably followed that shortcut, but I'm not sure, because this guy was procced. As you can see, there's shit out in his belly, so I just sort of... So I thought, okay, yeah, this guy's probably here. And then as I go ahead, I see she's walking, but that I found a bit curious. So I head down here, maybe he's hiding over here, but then I think, okay, the giant would be shooting arrows. So I head here, I check this shortcut, because this is the shortcut I was talking about. I just, you know, take my time. You see, I try to look down. It's open, but so I obviously head down. And yeah, just looking for the hosts. And there's the dreaded message, but basically, he must have, run back while I was wasting my time. And I don't go to the Cathedral that often, so I don't remember where I have to be, so I'm just sort of trying to figure that out. And then I see that, and I'm like, oh yeah. I thought that this was the inside room, so I was just looking for them. And of course, it's the same guy. Instead of, clapping or anything, I give them a bow saying, hey, I beat you. And I don't know, I just give some random gestures. He gives a friendly wave. I do this to make him, I don't know why. Throw, and yeah, just taunting them a little bit, backing up. I run back here first, but then I think better of it. And yeah, so now I just switch this out to the regular fire bombs because I was low on it. And I switched that out to some princess because I don't really need it in this area. So yeah, I mean, Sun Princess probably wasn't a good idea because you can see where I am. He has a split leaf, I think. So does the Phantom just has a regular halberd. So yeah, seems like it's gonna be fun. I'm just I know this Phantom's on the left, so I'm waiting for him to approach. And yeah, that's a split leaf, the infamous combo. He's shooting arrows. I'm just kind of trying to show him, hey, that's kind of stupid. Alright, so now he's just slowly approaching me. I kind of get stuck there. I actually went too far left of the staircase. And I just turn around because I don't want to get stuck in the gate. And I turn back. And they just started ignoring me. So I head back slowly. Is there a person around this corner? I check. I'm checking, I don't know why I'm trailing, but whatever. I check, and eventually I just sort of say, okay, there's obviously no person there. And I see the health bar, so I obviously know that he's over here. I don't know why I switched to the cat. It wasn't that big of a drop, but it's fine. And I never switched back, naturally. So I'm just, I'm saying, hey, I'm here. I'm not going to just wait there for you. I'm a camper. Okay, I noticed that. I thought he would have gone for another one, so I went for the parry, but that doesn't work. Unlocked rolls are very helpful when you're rolling between enemies. I'm sort of just saying, I'm being on the side to kind of show them, hey, I went for the Barker Bomb bit there on that guy because he had gone for the rolling one before, but I guess he saw me parry once, so he thought, no. Anyway, so over here, one of the Phantom gets distracted by this guy. I think so, I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, there. So I'm just sort of peppering him, and the 3-hit parry, I take it, and just goodbye, sir. Basically that, if you hit with anything slower than a straight sword, you'll definitely get the parry. If you hit with a straight sword, if you have a good connection, then you'll get a parry. So yeah, I just give that, and I just walk around like a edgy person. And keep giving Silent Resolve, because why the hell not? Yeah. Alright, so this invasion... let me try to... Oh yeah, this invasion wasn't fun. So, I was listening to something actually, and the audio pretty much perfectly synced up with when I did my parries. Like, they said something at the exact time, and it was relevant. But I didn't put it because that would be copyright, and it's from another Dark Souls YouTuber's thing. So I'm just trying to take my time to find. I realized these guys are dead, so I run up here first to check. And it doesn't look like much has been disturbed, so I head back. Because, like, the crystal lizards haven't been disturbed, for example. So I decide, okay, fine, I'll go to this area. I don't know why, I don't know which of these 3 paths will bring me to which place, so I keep, like, taking the wrong path. But anyway, in the end, I make it, finally. Alright, so I notice that guy's dead, so I think, okay, yeah, he probably came this way. And he probably went back to the bonfire. Which, what do you know, he did. So I noticed him there. First I didn't notice him, give him a little L1 waggle. So I just quickly do this first while he's dancing it up. And yeah, I also Green Blossom because why not? He immediately goes for that, and then he immediately goes for the rolling attack, which I take note. That was a good roll catch as well. I take 3 rolls there because why not? So now we're just sort of circling. He does a rolling attack, so I use this as bait. He takes it, I do it again. I get a partial parry, but still, parry him, even though I take damage. And yeah, once again I drink after kind of threatening him a little bit. I think I held that for way too long. So anyway, now he's switching it up, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe he won't parry and stuff, so I two-hand it and buff my weapon. I'm thinking maybe he won't do that stuff, and then, we're just 2 great swords fighting, and he does that, which actually makes me realize I can do something like that as bait, and he does a rolling attack, so I realize, no, this guy doesn't give a shit anyway, or he forgot about it or something, so we're just sort of, circling each other. Dark Souls 1 bonfire, Dark Souls 3 bonfire duels. I don't know why I challenged there, that was a bad idea, but anyway, I just, sort of gave it to him. So he goes for that immediately, I don't know. And basically here, once again I realized that, now I'm saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So first I do that, and I see that it bases the count. I roll here to show him that it's like a good tactic, so next time I can be sure that he does it. Even though I hit him, he still does it. Take out my dagger and kill him off. So yeah, alright. Thanks guys for watching. Hope maybe you maybe learned something you didn't know about parrying and evasions. What I think is that parrying is basically, it's all about prediction. So anyway, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.